Hello everyone, this is Dave of Junk Journal Davao, and I hope you are all safe and doing well. Yes, this is my first voiceover because this video is special as I'll be doing a flip through of my very first international swap with Kathleen Sundby. Hi Kathleen, this is for you. So this is a Royale Heirloom Journal from my Eclectic Traveler's Notebook Collection. I also have a classic heirloom that has printable ephemeras and mostly reproductions, while this is a Royal Heirloom Journal or a premium version with authentic ephemeras along with some selected printables. And with her is an Heirloom Envelope Collection and some goodies. I call her Kathleen as an homage to Kathleen Sundby, who is one of my great inspirations in the junk journal community. I stumbled upon junk journaling at the onset of the lockdown, and this newly found passion kept me sane amidst the pandemic. When I saw her swap journals with Wendy, I was so amazed by her creativity, craftsmanship, and her distinct avant-garde style in making journals. And since then, I became a fan. Originally, Kathleen wanted a pink French ballerina journal, but when she saw my previous heirloom journal flip through, she then said that she wants the same eclectic traveler's notebook. So this is very eclectic, hence I'm incorporating various themes, but I chose to have the shades of pink for the cover in relation to her love for the pink French ballerina theme. I also added some Canadian ephemeras as an homage to her beloved country, Canada. Kathleen loves laces, embroideries, snippets, cascading trims, and even pages. She also loves florals and butterflies, so I also incorporated those. As I told her, I love watching her videos during lunch breaks, and her soothing voice relaxes me as I take a nap. I adore her as she engages her grandchildren into journaling, and I admire her happy relationship with her husband. I really had fun watching them when he assisted Kathleen doing the drawing of winners during Kathleen's birthday giveaway last year. And if I may share, she's turning 60 in May 22. So this journal is also my way of celebrating her 60 years of beautiful existence. So much with the long introduction. I'm gonna start now with a flip through, and I'll start with the Heirloom Envelope Collection. So basically, an envelope collection is a deconstructed journal as inspired by Amity Bloom and Sheena. The envelopes have ephemeras inside, and you can also tuck some memorabilia and whatnot. So yeah, I have here like a cameo and a heart key as luck charms. And this is basically the envelope collection, the back, and there. So I used a twine or a jute string as an enclosure. So first, I have a photo here with a pink snippet here and an authentic Canadian stamp. So I'll place it there. And this is the first set of the envelope collection. So the first envelope has a photo of a Victorian lady. Here, there's a lace trim. And I tucked inside some tickets. And a Victorian fussy cut, Victorian flowers. So yeah. So this is an aged male envelope, and inside I tucked some coupons and a vintage cabinet card. There. And this is an authentic envelope, and I attached a lace trim here with some buttons. And inside is an authentic French letter. So I love this. And I'm not sure with you, but I really find them to have a very good smell, like a vintage smell. And this is a vintage letter. So that's the first set of the envelopes, and this is the second set. And this is an homage to Kathleen's love for sewing and embroidery. And I think it's called haberdashery. So it's a button card with some buttons. And I included a needle book, and I attached a beautiful lace here. So Kathleen, you can use this hopefully in your stitching, because she really loves to stitch, and I am so amazed with her. Recently finished a book of stitchery. Yeah, amazing. So this is an ephemera. It's a cotton thread, and an old magazine. I think it's New York Fashion or something. So that's the third set of the envelopes, and this is a lace trim that I added. It's part of the haberdashery set. And this is the third envelope. So when you open this, there's another vintage letter there. And this one, I added a wax seal, and the initial is letter D, and it stands for Dave. So Kathleen, this is like a remembrance from me. So this is very aged. And inside, I tucked some ephemeras. This one. And it's like an airmail slip or something. So that's it for this envelope. And this envelope, I used my own printable for this. Except for this photo, I just pasted this Victorian lady here, and I added an eyelet trim here. And inside, I tucked this number 27 because this is Kathleen's favorite number. And I included this. It's actually a monthly journaling card. it's botanical, and this month is May, and this represents the birthday month of Kathleen. It's May, and this is a ledger with May on it, and a cabinet card. So there. And this is the fourth set of the envelope collection. So this is a fairy envelope. I added a snippet here of a lace in a flower with a rhinestone here. And when you open, Kathleen loves floral, so that's why I backed this envelope with that printable. And then this is another ephemera about a product for a hair product, a postcard, and another cabinet card. That, and this one is another aged envelope, and inside I tucked a postcard, and this is a horse journaling card. I chose horse because horse represents strength, and I see Kathleen as a strong woman, a wife, a mother, and a grandmother. And yeah, and this is an authentic ephemera, 1922 to 26 postage stamps of the United States. So there, all of these are tucked inside in this envelope. And the last envelope of the fourth set, so this is an embossed paper, and I tucked a ticket here, and I accentuate some tapes as an accent of aging. And inside I tucked some coupons, cabinet cards, postcard, and a warranty deed ephemera. So there. And of course the last set of envelope for this collection. So for the first envelope, it has a vintage Dutch stamp, and there's a flower here and a beautiful Victorian queen or something. And inside, more cabinet cards, and this is an advertising ephemera, and a very cute postcard of dogs. I love dogs, and I think Kathleen also has some dogs. So there, it's the first envelope for the last set. And this one is a Kentucky State Fair envelope, and I added an authentic post stamps, USA and Dutch. And this is a photo of a gentleman, and I tucked a ticket there. So inside I tucked more cabinet cards, a missionary volunteer slip or certificate, an airmail ephemera, and an Sweden advertising ephemera. for this envelope. And last but not the least, I included this envelope with Canada, of course. And at the back, I added a lace trim as a pocket. And inside, I tucked some, not some, but just a coupon. And this one has an Australian postcard that I folded. I love this photo of a queen and a queen playing card, and I think a cruise advertising before, yeah, or something. So there you go, the 5 sets of envelope for this Heirloom Envelope Collection. So this time I'm going to do a flip through of Kathleen, the Eclectic Traveler's Notebook Journal, and I'll start with this enclosure charm that I used. It is a beautiful cameo brooch, and I chose this because I also own one on my journal, and this beautiful lady, Victorian elegant lady, represents the mother's love, and I want to give one to Kathleen. This is a closer look of the cover. I used a lace and I layered it with a beautiful applique, and this has a bit of a gator mouth because I really place a lot. And this is the back side. It has one signature only, and it is wrapped with a Sarah silk enclosure. And I really like the chunkiness of it. So yeah, let's start. So this is the first page, and the theme of this page is basically floral. So we have some roses and whatnot. And I clipped a bulldog clip here, and I made some charms. So this has a lady and a key, basically a cross, and I believe that Kathleen is a Christian, so yeah. And a horse, and as I shared earlier, I believe that horse symbolizes strength, and I really do believe that Kathleen is a strong woman, even if she's sick lately, but she continues to do her crafts, her arts, and continues to share to all of us the beauty of her creation. So yeah, and I included here an authentic French postcard, and I have sewn a ruffle, and this has a French stamp as well. Beautiful writing, love that. And this is a lace eyelet pocket with a stamp, and I tucked here a photo of I think a boho lady, yeah. And also this is a ticket that I made as a pocket, and here I tucked a tag, which is actually a vacation, a club membership card. So it's stuck there. And the spine is reinforced with an eyelet lace. So yeah, that's it. And here, this is an envelope flip with buttons, and this is a cheesecloth. And I love the color coordination of the reds, the greens. So an airmail stamp, and when you're going to open, I have here a luggage tag that I used as a tuck spot, and I tucked some tickets. So there. And here inside, I placed another vintage letter. So, here's the letter. It's really beautiful. Like that. And also, on this page, I also placed another wax seal, and it is with a rose symbol. And again, as I've shared, Kathleen loves florals, and this is a beautiful machine embroidered piece, a beautiful rose, which I really love. So there, that's the first page, and this has a lace trim on the edge. And the second page, basically for the second page, the theme is, or the color scheme is, it has neutrals, a bit of orange, and acro colors. So this is a cabinet card that I made as a tuck spot, and I tucked inside a postcard and another French postcard. Beautiful. And also this page is a French letter, and this is an authentic cigarette card. Basically, it's like I'm not sure if it's a quail. And this is a vintage ribbon, a lace ribbon that I placed. And this piece is a personal favorite of mine, part of my collection. It's an authentic photo slide of the Tournament of Roses 1958. So there, I just added a pin, a garment pin, and I pinned it here with this interesting fabric as a tab. And I tucked a game playing card with some coins, and I love this page also. And this is the other side of that vintage lace ribbon, and I used a French postcard as a tuck spot with an Australian stamp, and I tucked inside a postcard and a London map of the bus routes 1929. And this page, the base page, is I think the fabric page printable that I purchased from Junkies. And I made this cigarette card as a tuck spot for this playing card. And it's a joker. And this lace tab has a sentimental value to me because this is a vintage curtain, that this lace is part of the vintage curtain that my mother gave me. And I pinned a lavender flower and a mini pink tassel there. So for the next page, the color scheme here is, we have some oranges and greens. So the base page is a vintage wallpaper, and I used this trading card as a tuck spot, and I tucked a cabinet card and an authentic envelope And inside, I tucked Canadian library card. So there. And this is a railroad document. So this is very orangey page and a touch of browns. So you're going to open this. I used a fabric, floral fabric, as a pocket, and this is like a cameo rose, and I tucked here some Canadian ephemera. So this is Canadian Pacific luggage tag, and this is Canadian Pacific liner postcard, and this is Toronto Public Library, a document or something. So these Canadian ephemeras are tucked here as an homage to Kathleen's beloved country, Canada. So for this page, this is a ledger paper, and I stapled a fragile label, and this is a trim with a tassel. And for this page, the motif is like mint green and some turquoise and blues. So this is a wallpaper, part of my personal collection. I use it as a pocket, and I tucked this playing card of another horse. Yeah. And this is a beach pass. It's green and it really complements with the page. And this page has a vintage French label. And I really love this page because basically it's green, and my personal favorite color is green. So the base is another Junk with Steph fabric page, printable. And I use this Victorian fan as a pocket, and I tucked a New York luggage tag, a beautiful organza ribbon. And this page is a French receipt, and this is an airmail that I used as a tuck spot for this postcard. And this is a football ticket. And this page has a fabric tab, and also I pinned a sun charm here. So I love this page. And this is a missionary volunteer certificate ephemera that I use as a pocket. And I tucked a postcard and a sheet of coffee stubs there, and I personally love coffee. And this is another fabric page, and I love this green Denmark stamp, and another lace tab, and it's of course green, and I love that. And this page still has a touch of green with some creams. So this is a wallpaper page, and I added a cameo here, and I used this beautiful lace trim as a pocket, and I tucked inside a French postcard. And this page flips, and I love this page. Okay, for a while. Okay, so this page has a feel of a royalty feel. So since this is a royal Heirloom Journal. So I tucked here in this airmail Queen Victoria trading card and a Christmas ticket. And on this side, this is a warranty deed ephemera that I made as a pocket, and I tucked a mail with On His Majesty's Service note here, and I think a prince. So there's a queen and a prince on this page. There. I love that page. And this page is also a favorite because it's basically blue and brown, and blue and brown are also my favorite colors, along with the green. So this is a typewritten document base page, and I use this motor car advertising ephemera as a pocket, and I tucked this envelope, and inside this envelope there is a French header of a French music sheet, and I placed it inside this envelope and I tuck it here. And this pocket has a Washington stamp. Okay, so this page is basically, the base is an airmail envelope, and I use another airmail as a pocket, and I tucked this queen playing card with a string and a black grommet or eyelet, and I stapled this label here. So the next page is the back side of that airmail envelope, and I used another airmail as a pocket here, and I tucked this cigarette card, birds with the nests, and this ticket. I think it's a concert of the Beatles. So I tuck it here inside, and this page is accentuated with this wax seal. So Kathleen loves irregular sizes of the pages. So this is an embroidery or a sewing ephemera. I love that. In this page, I think this is a William Morris page, and I pasted here a vintage French label and a beautiful trim that I made as a tab, and I pinned this earrings. It was given to me as an heirloom charm, so I added it here. Something from the Philippines, Kathleen. And I also love this page because it's also green, and the base of the page is steel from Junkies staff, the fabric printable, and this one is a part of the cigarette cards of some vintage actresses, and this is Dolly Has, I'm not sure, and I tucked inside another ticket of a football competition. Okay, so this page, the base is a ledger page, and I used this vintage check as a pocket, and I tucked inside this ticket and another haberdashery ephemera. And this page has a fabric tab, and I pinned another charm here. So the next page is an interesting page because I added a cat, element. I love cats. I also have a dog. I have a rabbit as well. So The base page is, I think it is a French receipt, and this is a vintage ledger that I made as a pocket, and I placed a label here that says Imagine, and I tucked this very cute postcard, and I also included this Victorian fussy cut, floral fussy cut there. And this page is, I find it cute. It has butterfly stamps. Kathleen loves butterfly. And inside this envelope, there's a window, and I tucked inside a cat journaling card. But it's already tucked inside, okay? And this page is, I find it elegant. It has a green and purple color scheme. So this is basically one of my favorite fabric that I have in my collection. It's a velvet fabric, some kind of a lace, and I made it as a pocket, and I tucked inside this Christmas label ephemera, and it's there. And this one is another fabric page printable, and I added this cameo with a lace tab, still from my mother's vintage curtain. And this page, the base is a wallpaper, a vintage wallpaper, and I use a cabinet card as a tucked spot, and I tucked there this beach pass and another baseball, no, I think it's a football ticket. On this page, this is, I think, a railway document, and I use this beautiful Victorian cup fussy cut as a pocket for this ticket. It's February, so it's like heart and like Cupid or something, so it has a touch of pink. So this page is the back part, is another part of the railway document, and the back part is basically a French recipe book, and I tucked here a cookie book card, tag, and something like a grocery receipt. And this is a French pastry recipe book. So since this is an eclectic journal, so yeah, I incorporated various themes. Okay, so let's proceed to the next page. This page, I think, is still a William Morris page. This is a I think a cleaning receipt or advertising ephemera, and I tucked this bank check, and this missionary certificate here. And I also love the greenish feel of this page. And this page has a lace trim as a tab. Moving on, so this page has a green and an orange scheme. So I use this trading card with butterfly as a tuck spot for these ephemera, 1917 calendar, and another map of London Railway. Okay. And this page is a vintage children's book, and I added this fabric tab. There is a dairy label there and another label here. I think this is a baggage label. And this page, this is the other side of that children's book. I made this postcard as a pocket for these ephemera. So this is, I think, a railroad ticket and another bus ticket here. And this page, I clipped this beautiful embossed wallpaper that I made as a tag with an organza ribbon as a topper, and this is a French receipt, and I accentuated this page with a royal wax seal. Okay, so moving forward, I also love this page. It's very floral and with butterflies. So the base of the page is a vintage newspaper with rose, and I use this photo, a vintage lady with a rose with roses as hairpiece, and I use this photo as a pocket for this French rose postcard. So rose, rose, and rose. So this is very Kathleen because she loves uneven or hand-torn pages. So this page has a crumple to it. It has a sound, and I pasted a rose, a French rose label with a rose, a wax seal, and a butterfly, a snippet here. So this is very rose themed page. So this page has a yellow beige theme. So this is a witch hazel French label. This is a vintage wallpaper. This is a French postcard, and I pasted here a Canadian or Canada stamp, and I tucked here this beautiful princess with another football ticket here. And the base of this page is Beethoven, a music sheet. Yeah, another side of the music sheet, and I made this save the date as a label here, and I tucked here this beautiful French postcard and a stub or ticket, and I chose this one over here because this is a Beethoven music sheet, and I think he looks like Beethoven. So yeah, and I love this page. The base of this page is, I think, a French document, and I clipped here this beautiful photo. It's actually a real Fujifilm print, and I used this textured fabric as a pocket, and I tucked inside this addition card and this advertising ephemera here. So I love this page, and this page is very blue. So this is the base of this page is a French music sheet, and this page, the base is a wallpaper, and I accentuated with a machine embroidered blue butterfly, and this is a blue airmail, and I added 2 authentic blue stamps, and I tucked a bingo card and a ballerina play card. Remember that Kathleen originally requested for a French ballerina journal. So there. And this is the center of the journal. So the base of this page is a wallpaper, and this airmail I used as a talk spot for this receipt, ephemera, and another ticket. On this page, this is a beautiful photo of a beautiful lady, and I used this clip. I attached on the clip this earrings, and it has a Philippine shell accent there, a piece from the Philippines, Kathleen. And this is the photo of Victorian lady, and this is a bank check that I also clipped here on this page. And of course, this page has a fabric tab, and I clipped an elephant charm, and I adore elephants so much. Yeah, so this is the center page of the journal. So moving forward, this page still has a blue theme. So the base is a wallpaper, and this very cute French greeting card I used as a talk spot, and I tucked here a blue beach pass and a British postal ephemera, and I tuck it here, and it complements well with the other side, very blue. And this is a letter, and I pasted a dairy label, and I also tucked there another ticket. Another side of that French blue music sheet. Oh, I love this page as well. So I clipped here this authentic, very regal and royal hotel. So this is an authentic stamp. So I love this hotel postcard, and I added here a raffle there, and it's blank, so Kathleen, you can write there should you want. And this music sheet flips, it opens up, and I use this South America sheep advertising ephemera as a pocket, and I tucked inside this ticket in a guest check. So this is a French receipt, and I stapled a French label here. Okay. I have to close this first. Yeah. So this page is the back side of that music sheet, and I added a wax seal as an accent, and I tucked here 3 ephemeras. We have this beautiful Priscilla Presley card, okay, and this is a French bank check, and this is a French letter that's also included. So yeah, so these are all tucked inside. I'm sorry if you can hear a television noise, because my mother is watching television in the living room. Okay, so this page, I use this cabinet card as a pocket, and this is a beautiful French tag, and another London ticket ephemera. This is a vintage wallpaper, a French label, and another beautiful lace tab, and the steel part of the vintage curtain that my mother gave me. And this is a ticket that I stapled, another side of that hand-torn paper. And this is a another floral fabric that I used as a pocket. And I pasted here a vintage dairy label, and I tucked this beautiful birds postcard and an old coupon. So these ephemeras are tucked inside. There you go. So moving forward, this page has a lot of interest. So the base of this page is a French receipt, and this airmail is used as a tuck spot to house this, or to hold this cabinet card with a cute baby and a receipt. And this label says confidential, so you can add a story here. There's a confidential page with a baby. And this cigarette card of a beautiful lady is used as a tuck spot for this coupon. And this flips, and this is a glassine bag that I collaged with a Singapore stamp, and I inserted here, I tucked here a tag, a beautiful cottage chic tag from my friend Julius of Digital Mandragora. So yeah, it's tucked here. And this page, the base of this page, is an illustration of that vintage children's children's book. So yeah, and this page has an orange copper feel. So this cigarette or trading card is used as a tuck spot, and I tucked here another coupon. And this page is another fabric page printable, and I added a trim here as a tab, special handling label, and I stapled here this subtraction card. And this page, I think another part of the William Morris designs, and this is a beautiful embroidery, like cameo from, I think this is from Johanna. This is the other side of that French recipe book, and I used this airmail as a belly band, and I tucked here this honey spice cake recipe card. So, and of course, Kathleen loves hand-torn pages. Okay, and this airmail is used as a tuck spot for this beautiful Victorian teacup faucet cut, and this is a French postcard. And this page is a vintage wallpaper, and I added this ticket as an accent, and this beautiful eyelet lace. I think it's a Filipino fabric. I'm not sure if it's pinia, with some gold linings. And this page, I love this green fabric printable, a fabric page, printable with another Johanna embroidery cameo. And the base of this page is a French document, and this is a ledger page that I used as a tuck spot, and I added a label that says thoughts, and I tucked here these ephemeras. This is another photo of a boho lady, and this is, I think, a statement of account, and I added office use only label, and this is a fabric tab with a bird charm. Moving on, another side of that ledger page, and I use this Vitality Shoes advertising ephemera as a tuck spot for this postcard that I also added a wax seal on it. And I love this page. I added this transparent sticker of this foliage, a label, and this vintage lace that I used as a tab. And this is another side of that William Morris design. This is a French label. So this page is another side of that haberdashery page, and I clipped a ticket, and Kathleen loves to straddle pieces of papers, so I straddled a mini doily here, there, and this is the other side of that envelope that I use as a page, another airmail that I use as a tuck spot, and I tucked here this cute bear postcard and this ticket. So these are tucked here, and I added this stamp. I love this other side of the envelope. Okay, so this page is another royalty page. Another airmail as a tuck spot for this missionary certificate, and this label says confidential. And this is a document page. I used this beautiful lace trim as a pocket, and I tucked here the beautiful image of Queen Elizabeth and another London ticket. I think this is during her coronation, June 2, 1953. Yeah. So these are tucked here, and I also included here a vintage coaster of a reindeer, Christmas reindeer, and this beautiful trim I used as a tab. And this page is another side of that French document, another airmail tuck spot, and I tucked this coupon. And this page is a wallpaper, and I have this dairy label, and I also added this lace trim here. Okay, so this is another side of that Junk with Steph fabric printable, and I added this French label here, glycerin, witch hazel glycerin. I think it's for skincare, and this is part of my vintage wallpaper border collection. I love the embossing there, and I tucked, since it's a pocket, I tucked this trading card with dragonfly and another vintage bank check. So there, and of course it's green, and I love that. Another green page, a French document. And this, I stapled this cigarette card of this gentleman, and I clipped here a beautiful teacup with roses, Victorian teacup with roses, and a grommet tied with an organza ribbon. It's green, so I love that. And here is a specimen label that I stapled here. So this page also has a trim. So this page is a William Morris textile design, and I pasted a butterfly fussy cut. This page is a ledger paper, and I made this cigarette card as a tab, and this flips. And here I tucked, or I clipped, this beautiful French postcard. And for the next page, this is still the back side of that ledger paper, and this is a quitclaim deed ephemera, and I tucked it here in this airmail. And this page is the other side of that railroad document ephemera, and I stapled here a coupon. And this Wild Birds in Britain postcard, I made it as a tuck spot, and I tucked here this vintage bank check, and another ticket. The base of this page is a vintage wallpaper, and of course I also added here a red lace trim as a tab. I also love this page. The base is another fabric, another side of that fabric page, printable, and this is another wax seal. And the color is really complementing with each other. There is like touch of sky blue or powder blue and maroons. This is another postcard or greeting card, and I tucked here this ephemera and another embossed wallpaper. So you can really see the combination of pinks and the blues. So the base of this page is a French letter, and I added this trim as a tab. And of course, this is another stamp that I accentuated in this pocket, and I inserted here another French postcard. So there. I really love this part of the vintage French letters. And this page, the base is a coffee dyed envelope, and I made this snippet here as an accent, a cloth, and it's a gold sequenced flower with a butterfly button. And I tucked here this another cabinet card and an ephemera, and I made this part of an airmail as a pocket, and I stapled here another label. So this page is the back side of this coffee dyed window envelope, and inside I placed or I inserted this seed. I think it is a seed pocket of a flower seeds, and this is a butterfly fussy cut with a label, and I made this trading card as a pocket, and I tucked here this Express Company envelope, yeah, and inside I inserted this vintage telegram. I really love that telegram, and of course it's tucked here. And the last page, of course, this is a wallpaper and a French label, and the other side of that envelope flap, and there's another envelope flap here. I love this envelope from Junk with Staff, and I added a butterfly fussy cut, and this opens, and I added here a another airline luggage tag, and I inserted this ticket, and this opens again, and this is a cameo tag, and I tucked here two labels, and in this part I also inserted this very cute, I think they are sisters, postcard. Okay, and this is another eyelet lace pocket, and I tucked here this vintage, it is a photo of a cute girl, and I added this heart brad, and I also inserted here another French letter ephemera. Okay, there. So these are tucked here, and of course all my journals I add my brand, handmade by Junk Journal Davao. So the back cover I usually insert another ephemera here. It's a cute playing card. So the spine is reinforced with a lace eyelet. And that's it for the journal. So there you have it, guys. This has been my very detailed flip through of my swap journals for Kathleen. I'm sorry if it was a bit long, but I just wanted to share to Kathleen my thought process in every page. So Kathleen, this is for you. I hope you love them as much as I had fun creating them. Thanks everyone for watching. See you again in my next video. Take care.